Commissioner Jordan,
Here.
Commissioner Paul,
Here.
Commissioner Renner.
Here. Thank you very much. We do have a quorum. And at this point, I'm going to turn to our Deputy City Clerk, Amanda Mohan. Has anyone registered to speak live?
No, we haven't had anyone register to speak live for public
Okay.
comment.
Okay, so
And
just,
this is for the public comment forum?
yes, yeah, so no one has registered to speak live. Madam Clerk, has anyone submitted an email public comment for you to read to us?
No, we haven't received any general public comment submitted via email.
Okay, just so let's just make clear that let the record show that we received neither emails nor has anyone registered to speak live in public comment for this meeting. So now I'm going to go ahead and call the public hearing to order on a complaint and citation issued to Cadillac Jacks located at 1507 South Main Street, alleging violations of Chapter 637E of the Bloomington City Code as requested by the legal department. And I'm going to go ahead and turn to our distinguished counsel, Mr. Boyle, for an update on this.
Thank you, Mayor. This afternoon, we were contacted by an attorney, Tom DeVore, who contacted us on behalf of Mr. Bentley, the owner-operator of the licensee Cadillac Jacks. Mr. DeVore requested on behalf of the licensee that they have a short continuance in order that he might look at the complaint and citation that's been filed and discuss it with his client and advise him accordingly. So with that in mind, we did convey that to you, Mayor, and also conveyed the city had no objection to that. We did emphasize to Mr. DeVore that we did want this proceeding to continue expeditiously, and he has agreed to assist us in coming to an agreed hearing date within the next 2 weeks. And we have a couple of hearing dates we might run by the commissioners in the short term. We've also, Mr. DeVore and I spoke briefly, and there will be settlement negotiations ongoing.
Okay, thank you very much. So the city has no objections to a request for a continuance in this hearing. Is that correct, Mr. Boyle?
That's correct.
Okay. Are there any questions from the liquor commissioners about this before we move forward?
No questions.
Mr. Powell, Commissioner Jordan? Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry, Jim, did you have a question?
No, I didn't know.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for attending. This is something that was conveyed to me this afternoon, or we could have let you know beforehand. So there's a request for a continuance, and given that this is something that occurred just this past weekend, and even though we are consistent with our guidelines and ordinance in the law, I am inclined to accept Mr. Boyle's or this recommendation, especially since Mr. Boyle, our city attorney, has no objections to this. And this will mean that we will continue this hearing sometime in the next 2 weeks, within the next 2 weeks, but that there will be ongoing negotiations between the parties for some kind of settlement beforehand. Is that correct, Mr. Boyle? Have I misstated something?
That's correct.
Okay.
No, you've got it. That's right.
Okay, is there anything else that I should add to this, Mr. Boyle?
In terms of dealing with this matter, I would point out that the clerk's office has advised me that 2 very promising dates for this to be continued to would be either September 22nd or September 24th. Those are both times when the council chambers would be open at 4 p.m.
Okay.
And those are Tuesday and Thursday,
Okay.
not of next week, but of the week after that.
I see.
Next week, the council chambers are booked every day except Friday, and so that's a possibility as well. But in terms of open days, to the Tuesday and Thursday, the 22nd, 24th look good.
Okay, just to be clear, so we will continue this no later than 2 weeks from today, possibly sooner. let me also, just to clarify for the record, Mr. Boyle, if you could, even if there were terms that were reached by the parties in terms of an agreement, we would still have a liquor commission hearing. Is that correct?
It could be done a couple different ways. You know, there could be an order and a discussion of the order as long as it's all agreed to. On the other hand, we may want to have a meeting where the parties appear and the order is discussed. So we could do it either way. I mean, another way is to just, you know, publish the order once it's been signed off on by all the parties.
Okay.
However you'd like to proceed on that.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make that clear for anyone who's listening, and then obviously the media are here as well. So just to make that
Well,
clear.
certainly any order that's agreed to would be published, and be a matter of public record.
Right. Great. Well, thank you very much. I think at this point, since this is a very specific agenda and that we had a public hearing, we have no old business or new business. At this point, do we have a motion to adjourn the Liquor Commission until whenever probably either 22nd or 24th of September, but whenever that date is announced?
I'll make, go ahead, Lindsay.
I move to adjourn.
Okay, moved by Commissioner Powell, second by Commissioner Jordan. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.
Right.